Good morning. It's Wednesday, April the 21st, and this is the heart of the matter. Jesus has preached his most famous sermon. We call it the Sermon on the Mount because of where he preached it on a mountainside. In this great sermon are some of the most important spiritual principles in the Bible. In this sermon are some of the most important truths about living the Christian life. In this sermon, we learn what a true follower of Jesus looks like and acts like. It would be good if every Christian read the Sermon on the Mount at least once a week. You could probably do that in about 15 minutes. But what matters the most about the Sermon on the Mount is not hearing it or reading it or listening to short devotions online about it. It is in doing it, obeying it, putting those great spiritual principles and truths into practice. Jesus said as much in Matthew 7, verse 24. He said, "Therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock." Did you catch it? He said that a wise person will not only hear what he said, but will do what? Put them into practice. Just hearing the words of Jesus will not make us a wise person equipped to live in this world as a Christian. It's a good first step. We need to hear the words of Jesus, obviously, but it is only a first step. In fact, if all we do is hear, we're just more knowledgeable fools. If we really want to be wise in this world and know how to live in this world and act and talk like a follower of Jesus, here's what we do. We hear Jesus' words and we do them. And that, of course, is the rub, as they say. If you think what Jesus said in this sermon is hard to hear, just wait until you try to practice it. Loving your enemies and praying for those who persecute you, forgiving those who hurt you, going the second mile, not worrying or being judgmental, not hating or lusting or being angry. It is not the hearing that is hard, it is the doing. But it is the doing that makes us wise, that equips us for living, that sets us apart as followers of Jesus. But Jesus made a promise to us when we do that, as hard as it might be. He said that when the storms come, your life is secure. The rains come, the winds blow, the flood waters rise, but your life is on solid ground. Your life is built on the rock, that is Jesus. Your foundation is not the Sermon on the Mount, but rather it is obeying the Sermon on the Mount. James, the half-brother of Jesus, put it like this in his epistle. He said, "Be doers of the word and not hearers only." And so I challenge all of us today to separate ourselves and be distinct, not as a hearer of this great sermon only, but as one who obeys it. And that's the heart of the matter.